make schools safer for students, create a level playing field that reduces socioeconomic disparities, and encourage children to focus on their studies rather than their clothes. Opponents say that school uniforms infringe upon students' right to express their individuality, have no positive effect on their behavior and academic achievement, and emphasize their socioeconomic disparities that they are intended to disguise. Ms. Wyman and I will convene at the end of the debate to elect the winner and announce the winning side immediately afterwards. Unfortunately, this time there will not be $1 million to win. Welcome back, and welcome to the stage of the great first debate of 2021.
One of the main reasons why uniforms should not be a factor in the school systems is just because, according to StanfordChildren's.org, from the ages from 12 to 18, there are students that are still emotionally developing, as well as physical, but it is mentally draining, right, to kind of conform to a standard, right, of uniform. And that's something Harold actually kind of touched on, but one of the main points from this website is considering many points of view. This is the age group, like I said, from 12 to 18, where students really begin to just change their point of views and compare their opinions from one another, right? But colors are a powerful communication tool, right? And it influences how someone can come off, and it can influence how you look at someone.
I think in respects to creativity, I think it's a trade of freedom for security. So it's just trading in that security of expression for, the security of not being bullied. Like you said earlier, 12 to 18, your emotional state is very fragile. And with this fragility, you need to step on eggshells.
Your first day of school, and you walk up and you see two kids, one with Skechers and one with NMDs. Who you're gonna walk up to? You're gonna walk to the one with NMDs, okay? And so, you're building stereotypes when you have an open dress code. And so, like I mentioned before, it's like you build a sense of equality here. And there's also research that says that, like I mentioned earlier, that it keeps you safe because in some communities, gang violence is prevalent, and you're
okay. So one of the things that you did say that uniforms would help students and family, but the thing is, not listen to this. The thing is that everyone is not the same, because the uniform has symbols, and that depends on our behaviors and emotions that we can develop and how these symbols and colors could impact the community. So, like, for example, we're the Trojans. We have the power to fight on. But any specific color can represent a certain symbol. Like, there are some signs that can show negative impacts and others that show positive impacts.
You have to conform to a little. You have to bend the knee realistically throughout life. You have to be, you have to wear a certain uniform for certain jobs. It's just, unless you're a 1 in a million superstar, you're going to have to work these common jobs. You're gonna have to do this menial labor. And another thing, it's just that you're talking from the point that most people have, one, the resources to actually express themselves, and two, actually want to express themselves. At the end of the day, we want to talk to the benefit of the majority.
It determines what the symbol means to them and how they can be addicted to it so much, and show us how long they will develop these certain emotions throughout their lives.
At the end of the day, it really does come down to the school, right? Is the school doing something about these issues of bullying? Is the school doing something about the discrimination in terms of family background? And I think that's something, definitely a factor we need to look into.
Bullying happens all the time. Racism happens all the time. Dress codes are a way of changing that, because it's subtly helping students be more equal.
At the end of the day, schools need to instill better values to their students, the student bodies, student councils, all of that. That's kind of like the backbone of this issue.
Determines what the symbol means to them and how they can be addicted to it so much. And
okay, so I want to emphasize that this was an extremely difficult decision, because you guys both sides did an excellent job, but we ultimately decided, with our hearts breaking, that the negative side had won. Congratulations.